So, I know someone. Um, he's the youngest in the family. Has an older sibling. And, I have, I have no reason to doubt that he has no reason to doubt that, the other members of his nuclear family, of the All-American Dream family, um, they know how they can work their way around using computer, using cell phone. I mean, so he was just complaining to me the other day. Why is he doing everything in regards to something as serious as a vaccination? So the youngest in the family, this is what I hear. I don't know this for sure or not. Um, the youngest in the family is typically at the bottom of the totem pole, so to speak. In a traditional family unit, I think, whatever you want to call it. I believe the alpha male, the father, is supposed to be the head of the household. I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm just saying that's the way it is. And in a rare case, that is not the case. I would assume it would be the eldest sibling, and more often than not, the eldest male. So I just feel bad for him because he's the one doing the searches. He's the one handling all the computer work. He's the one making phone calls. And quite frankly, it seems like no one else cares enough to take any initiative besides him. And I would suppose he's doing just because whatever he's supposed to do is because, in basketball terms, there's going to be a lot of basketball references in this. For him, and he's a role player. He's not the leader of the team. He's not the biggest guy on the team. He's not the smallest guy on the team. He just knows what he's good at, and he does it. Now, it's interesting when a role player is put in a situation where they have to fill a different role. Take some time to adjust, etc. and whatnot. But you would think the efforts would be appreciated. But maybe that is just too radical. Maybe the world isn't prepared for that kind of basketball. So that's kind of what the problem is. That I've heard people say they just, people in this person's family, of course, his family, yeah, of course. I've heard him say that other members of the family were actually quoted in using that term, using that phrase, that sentence. I don't care. Hear that silence? That's him wondering why he's not hearing anyone object. So, I think myself and he included, we had plans to get the fuck out of here, and then COVID-19 happened and kind of derailed those plans. I just don't know what to say to him. He doesn't know what to say to me. I mean, so let's pretend the game of basketball, it suddenly didn't matter if you were tall or not. So let's say the person at the bottom of the totem pole, right? He's let's say he's like 5'7", 5'8" on a good day. Let's pretend like the other members of the team were around that same height, if not shorter. So I would say he's probably a small forward. Not quite as good a shooter to be a shooting guard, but not a good passer like a point guard, and obviously not the biggest like a center or power forward. So that only leaves one position, the small forward position. Now it's just weird because the team is suddenly changing, and they expect him to take more of a shooting guard role. Now, shooting the jump shot, whether it be a mid range or a three, it's a skill that can be learned, a skill that takes practice. Well, of course, that takes time. All I'm saying is the small forward now expected to just hang out on one of the corners of the court and just take the shot when someone passes to them in a corner three when they're wide open, assuming they can get wide open. But that's all they do, just hang out in that corner. So it's kind of weird when the shit hits the fan and suddenly that small forward needs to take the buzzer beating game winning shot. So why does so and so have to bring it in clutch time when he wasn't appreciated during any other time before that? Do changing situations change the amount of respect somebody should get? I don't know what to say to him. I mean, like, I feel bad for him because, like, just it's not a pleasant situation. I don't know. I mean, to play the devil's advocate, sometimes I think he wants to express that it's not just about disrespect, it's about rising to the occasion. And that shouldn't happen by default. I don't know why. These, I'm sure this is happening in other families too. Like, why these people, these members of a nuclear unit, why are they being forced to contribute a bigger role when they've been at the bottom of the totem pole the whole time? I don't know. I mean, I feel like Kevin Durant's been in the news. I feel like that's unrelated, of course, but let's backtrack. Kevin Durant would occasionally go for the jump ball at the beginning of the game, or in other situations, because he's tall. Can Kevin Durant play center? I mean, I wouldn't advise it, but height-wise, he could. I'm not saying this person that I know is Kevin Durant. I'm not saying I'm Kevin Durant. I'm just saying Kevin Durant is a skinny dude, and he doesn't exactly exude a menacing demeanor. He does not intimidate other players. He's not a rim protector. He does not have that Hall of Fame badge yet. That's a 2K reference for those who don't know. I just I don't know what to tell him, because when you ask the bottom of the totem pole, the role player, and suddenly the guy everyone looks to in crunch time, I mean that's quite a jump in the totem pole, even though the totem pole is not going to change. The hierarchies are not going to change. We're just both tired. We're both really tired. Okay. I'll be sure to send everyone's well wishes to my to my companion there. Hope that he figures out his situation. I'm glad I'm not in that situation, damn, because I wouldn't know what to do. But somehow things work out for the best. Or maybe that's what we tell ourselves. Well, I hope other people are having luck in their vaccination searches. It would be nice if, any of us looking for vaccination purposes or, results would have help. I mean, I feel like that would just be common sense. I feel like it would be common politeness. But everyone wants to do their own thing. So I think it's more about being taken for granted and then being taken advantage of. But hey, what do I know? I don't know what to tell him because he's a member of the bottom of the totem pole. I'm a member of the bottom of the totem pole. Well, guys, that's it for this obscure video. I mean, I don't know what it means, but maybe we'll find out. Thanks for watching, guys.